Hi, Dave Snyder here. It's May the 23rd, 2013. Okay, looks like we got a satellite down here. Hiding some weather again, are we? That's what it appears to me like. Hiding this weather. I mean, you can see. Come on. There's some serious weather right here, I bet. Right here in this area. Like I said the other night, I had this on, had this dark like this, and the weather here was showing this. It had this loop in there like this, and it came around and it showed this pattern right here that was just unbelievable. But anyways, we'll just work with what we got here, I guess, since they're not going to give us the weather there. Because you can see, look at this right here. Look at this. I bet you that's showing a big giant circle right there. But we'll see. We'll get what we can. We'll see what we can get out of this. Okay. Let's just try the ones that we always try. The East Coast. Oh gosh! Look at that! Look what they're hiding, people. Look what they're hiding. Oh boy. Now they got the radar in there, see? With the cloud pattern. Satellite's down, apparently. Apparently the satellite's down. Wow. That's pretty foretelling there. I mean, that is pretty revealing. It's pretty intense. Wouldn't you say? I mean, you can see what is not there. You can see basically what they're hiding. Right? At least I can. Let's just fade the weather out. Check it out. Okay, let's just get in close and see what we can see. Turn off some of this stuff. It's in our way here. Come on, mouse. Okay. Huh. Yep. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I didn't know it was going to show that when I put that up there. I didn't realize how much what it was going to. That just shows everything what they're hiding there. Absolutely does. I don't even have to make the video any longer than this. Okay, let's check this one too, the fault line one. It's not going to show too well. It shows okay. It shows this edge here. This is an accurate alignment as well. But that other one, wow. East Coast. That's a good one. Okay, so let's check out, see what else we got here on the Earth today. Huh. Pretty interesting how they hide that. And that happens all the time, people. Whenever there's something that's very obvious, it would point out a big circle right here in the weather. I guarantee it would put a big circle right there. And anytime there's something like that, they try to hide it nowadays. Or always have, I guess. Probably always have. Okay, here's another one I want to show you. Okay, this is pretty interesting too. So there's this shape all over the Earth. Right here, from the Sailor Moon musicals that I watch, they call this the claw print of mistakes. Apparently, that's what that song "Innocent Demand" starts out. It said, "This land is covered with the claw print of mistakes," and I've mentioned that before. And this is the claw print of mistakes. I do believe this. And you can see Japan is a claw print shape, right? Okay. Well, anyways, this curve. I showed videos where I put Japan here before, and I put Africa, the Lake Victoria over this before. So we're just gonna go ahead and build like that. This curve is the same exact curve as you see in the Himalayas, the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau and all that right here. And I've known that for a long time, but I've never put it together like this before, where I just took it up there and I put it with the Himalayas. I guess I did it the other way around before. I've taken the Himalayas down there to Australia and done it that way, but I never did it this way. And I guess I should have, because what it shows, And it shows something really, really cool too, because I'm going to bring up this crater that I had in place for a couple months now. But you can see the Himalayas, all this was created in the same place. It had to be, because it's identical. You see this right here? This is the shape of that desert, you see? Right there right there. See it? Then look right here at this crater here. You see that there too? Okay? And it's the same exact curve. I mean, you cannot get around that. It's the same curve. There's just like one difference right here. This little hump right there, that's it. And it's there too, and the other, it's there. But we can see that they were together and created and formed in the same place. If not, and probably at the same time. I would think that would be the case, unless this like one continent was pushed off the top of the volcanic area and it just created something of the same exact shape, which is possible, I guess, but I don't know. I don't like to try to explain things because I don't fully understand it myself. You know what I'm seeing here and how it actually took place, but. Okay, so we got that. We build on that, and we got this impact here that I'm going to bring up. This is a couple months old. This overlay. It's a little ways up my list, as you can see. It's pretty far up, not too far, but let's see. Yeah, right here. Central Asia. Now the weather. I lined this up to the weather, and I made a video about it. It's on my channel. You watch that video where I discovered there was a big, unusual weather pattern for this area. I mean, it was really, really crazy, and I haven't seen one there since like that. I mean, it was just really, really wild pattern. But look at this. I didn't adjust this to the crater. All I did was put the Australia down over the Himalayas, and then I brought this up after that, and I haven't moved anything. And you can see when I bring this up what it shows. Look at Australia. Look where the edge of this stops. That just fell into place that way. Okay, that just fell into place. That was not planned whatsoever. But I mean, I have so many up here that are in place that I can bring up. You know, for certain things when those things happen, I can bring things. That's confirmation, people. That confirms. That's a confirmation. This one confirms this one. And it confirms all, like two things, at least three things. This one right here confirms that this impact is correct. Basically, this putting Australia here confirmed that, because I can clearly see that fit in there. All the lines are in the right place. The shape's the right shape. Everything's the right shape. And I also know that there's an impact right there in Central Asia, right here. I mean, I know that right here, and this fault just happens to fall perfectly on the edge right there. This is an impact right here in the center. Here, let me show you. Get Australia out of there. See that? That is an impact right there. I've known that. I mean, for a while. That's definitely the center of an impact right there. Okay. And you can also take a. We should also take this Lake Victoria and put it some up there too as well along the Himalayas. I think they were all created in the same place. We'll just try it out and see what happens. Save image. And I'm sure I got it up here already. My keyboard is sitting on the floor. Sorry. Oop. Oh. Nope. Don't do nothing. Okay, hold on. Trying not to push any buttons here as I drag it off the floor. Okay. Victoria. I'm sure it's already there. Yep. Okay. So now go back up here and put it up here. See what happens. Hit this button. And Victoria 2. So I got to turn it obviously this way, or one of these directions. I'd shrink it down a little bit. Okay, there's summer right in there. See something right there. So I'm sure the volcano that created Lake Victoria, which it is a 200-mile across volcano, by the way. That lake is 200 miles wide. I mean, that's an opening of a volcano right there. Okay, so I see that fitting okay, not perfectly, but not done yet. Just threw it up there. Let's just try to get a little bit better. And you can see the center of the Tibetan Plateau right there. You can see there's some shape there, and I can see this desert shape right here now. See it right there? There it is, pretty much in place. Okay, so that's there. Let's bring back Australia, see how that fits in there. So you can see that those were probably all created by the same volcano on Earth, whatever volcano that was. So that we could put Africa. Let's see where the center of Africa falls. This is kind of an odd shape, but let's see how much. We're a little bit too big, I think. Yeah, we should bring it down a little bit. Shrink it down some. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that because I think it fits good that way. And I'm just going to bring up that crater from Central Asia again, and I want to see how it fits in Africa like this. See. See, I think this is supposed to go up there, up in where Lake Victoria is, that crater. So obviously they've moved, but you've seen how that fits. So I'm gonna just turn this off, and then we're just gonna go with the next area, next claw print of mistakes. This is a claw print. The Himalaya, the Tibetan Plateau is a claw print. Japan is a claw print. Lake Victoria. Okay, so we'll get rid of all these and bring up the next one. Australia is claw print, and this may be something same shape too, but let's just go over here, get this here, right here, Western United States, save that. Okay, go back over to the Himalaya. Now this one might be a little difficult to overlay. We'll try it. No, it should be alright. Should be okay. Okay. Now just check it out. The West. Okay. Turn it this way. Maybe it goes here. Well, we know that China was China was there at once because I lined up the weather there before. You see, it's probably too long there, something like that. See where that point comes in right there. Could go there. Very easily go there. But we'll just bring it over here to the Himalayas where we got familiar area here. We're working with. Alright, so, it's hard to turn it like this. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that fit. That's something. That's something. That is definitely something. Okay. So, there's another claw print of mistakes, I guess. There you go. Look at that coastline, how they all have the same exact curve. And then you come up here and you can even got these mountains that curve in right here. And you got that curves in here. And it just something disappears. So that probably was right there at one time. Yellowstone. There's Yellowstone, and you got that desert is a volcano. This is a volcano opening too. This big sandy desert right here. That's a huge volcano right there actually. That used to be a volcano. That's my theory. I'm sure I'm right on that one. Just you can see by all the other areas of land that match that part that was a volcano. Okay, look at all that. It fits right in there. And of course they give you the pixelation. They don't want it. We want you to be able to see that it all fits in there very easily. But I mean, they can't hide it from you completely. But there you go. That goes there too. You see that? And you can see how India would fit there. In North America right here if you wanted it to, because it's the same curve. The Himalayas are the same curve. You can see the Sierras, you can see California practically. Look at Everest would be right there where the Golden Gate is, probably right there. Look, that's right where Everest is. Everest used to be right here probably. At one time they were created in the same place, the same shape somehow. Now look at, you can see Southern California right down here. Watch, this is a little bit off, but right here. Watch. See this area here? I can see it. Just moved over a little bit. So that puts what? Yellowstone. I mean, Yosemite right there. Lake Tahoe up there. All the gold. I think that's pretty interesting. I think that's very interesting. Well, you got Mount Everest right there, where the Golden Gate Bridge is, right there, pretty much. And that's about right. So, I mean, there's a lot you can learn by putting the moon over the Earth and just moving things around. And you can put South America right here, too. South America right here. And it matches Central Asia with this Caspian right here. If you get the right picture of South America, put it here, there you can see the Caspian is in the same exact place as this area of South America. I think pretty much the Amazon, where the Amazon starts. You put that there too, and it'll all fit there. I just thought, I'd run that by you. It's been a while since I've done that. Look at this area. Oh, that's like right here. Here you got the Grand Canyon, right? And then you got these like this area right here where everything like this was a big huge volcano, and you can see that it filled in inside these mountains. It just filled up with lava, I guess, and then but you can see some of it looks like it poured out this way. There's like this opening right here where it flowed out this direction. It looked like. I mean, that's what it looks like. I'm not saying it did that, but you can see this. There's the Grand Canyon right there. Everything's flowing out. Look at it. You can see Baja, the whole bit. I can see it. Fits there really good. So your Yellowstone volcano right here, okay, this whole area underneath there is a big hot spot, they say. Fire breathing, and that desert's cold now. I mean, that desert doesn't have nothing hot underneath it right now. It's a desert, so it may be the original hot spot is where it is today. I mean, right there in North America. Maybe that's where everything was. All this stuff was at the time, but I think it was actually over in the Pacific where all the subduction is. But I'm not, because I can put all the continents over here too. Africa, I can put right here in this big spot. I can put Africa right over here. So I mean, it's confusing. It really is confusing, but they had to be created at least in the same place to be the same shape and share so many similarities. So without making the video an hour long, I'll just leave it at that, and just you can check that stuff out. It's fun to do. I mean, it's fun playing the Earth as a puzzle, basically, with what they give you. They don't give you much, You know, they hide the weather, like I showed you in the beginning of the video. No doubt about that. They hide the weather. And here's the North Pole. There's a little spot there you don't get sometimes, and this isn't too bad for the North Pole actually, but this is the main thing they're hiding right here. I'll just end it with that. Go back down and check that out. East Coast. There you go. See what's missing. All right, everybody have a good day, good night, wherever you're at today. And full moon coming. I was out checking it out with my binoculars earlier. I mounted them on a little tripod. Get my digital camera pointed inside the little eyepiece, and I can get some pretty good shots once in a while. Just got to hold the camera still, kind of hard. But yeah, have a good one, everybody.